Here's Phil to tell you more.
Let's just address the elephant in the room now, okay? The amount of contributions were outstanding, were over the top insane.
How much did you make yesterday?
Well, I can only tell you one thing. I made just about $1,000 in tips. That's nuts, all right? Now, what about everything else? What about super chats? What about memberships? There were a ridiculous amount of super chats, and there were a ridiculous amount of memberships gifted. How many? Now, it's not that I don't want to tell you.
I'm a transparent guy.
I can't tell you because YouTube crashed.
So I made $0 in ad revenue. And then, as soon as the stream ended, YouTube said, oh, it's ad unsuitable anyway because of the content. Now, there is literally nothing in there that's ad unsuitable. There's swearing, but swearing is allowed.
Dude, we just wasted a half an hour on this dumb shit because some fucking nerd that works for Discord put a hardware acceleration slider on by default because he's a fucking idiot. That shit pisses me off. It happens all the time. These guys at Kino Casino are constantly praising me on purpose because it's funny. It's a funny bit, and it's a bit that's working. People are enjoying this bit and having a good time with it and laughing at it, correct? What? Because these guys are praising me so much and being nice to me, it is making all of the communities
of cult-like sickos
who have focused around shitting on me for 10 years freak out. It's making these communities be exposed for being these
spurging losers.
Oh, I can't take it. I don't get it. For 10 years we had our way with him, but now people like him. I don't get it. And they sound just like that. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, what? That's exactly how they sound and how they act. And their communities are imploding because they can't handle the fact that people are actually enjoying content with me in it rather than making fun of it. It's good content. It's funny. And we all understand it's a joke. Do those guys, are they in love with me?
No.
They're not. I know that what they're doing is a joke, but it works. It's funny shit, right?
No.
Like some people are like immediately, dude, that was so good. Why don't you immediately do another react with those guys? Whoa, 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 whoa. You want to base that out. You want to stretch it out. So now it's special when we get back to doing it again, correct? This is now a crazy, cool
renaissance,
honestly. And I know that sounds like a joke, but it really is. Last night, I got out of this office late, and we had to go to sleep early because my wife had to go to work very early today. I woke up this morning, and I was like, raging boner. I feel different. This is the first time in about 10 years that I feel like people are finally here to laugh with me instead of laugh at me. And it's hard for me to believe that. It is, because it's been 10 years, guys. 10 years of ridicule, 10 years of me being the whipping boy of the internet, of everyone saying I suck and I'm a bad person, all these awful things about me and my family and my business and everything. The narrative's changing.
Who's the real loser here in this situation? There's only one. My detractors.
They're the only losers in this situation because they don't have a narrative anymore. What's happening is people realize the narrative was always false. It was things that they just over-exaggerated for their own personal gain. And now what's happening is people are realizing it's more fun to make the haters seethe than to fuck with me and my business.
It's more fun to see a group of basement dwellers who have absolutely no lives actually freak out that everything they did for 10 years has been meaningless because it's all being erased right now.
Fuck your mother. The only thing right now that's putting a damper. There's something that's nagging me in the back of my head, and I think you guys know what it is. It's the upcoming June the King documentary on me. You know it's going to cover every little thing that I've done over the years. 4 hours. Can you imagine how much is going to be squeezed into that react? I can't do that with those guys. I can't. My night streams are 2-3 hours tops. I can't go super late. My wife has work. I want to spend time with her every night. And this is something, I will say this. Out of the entire night last night, the only time that I felt uncomfortable or pressured is because those guys were absolutely adamant that we finished reacting to the Review Tech documentary in that setting. And they're even saying, they're pressuring me, like, dude, you spent a lot of money, you should stick around. And I'm like, guys, you got to understand something. Someone could literally hand me $1 million fucking dollars right now.
I didn't say this to them, but
this is what it's going through my mind. Someone could hand me $1 million right now on stream, and I would still say I have to go because my wife is more important. You understand? She is. Money is just fleeting. Having a relationship with someone you truly love is more important to me. There's no way the guys from Kino Casino are going to want to be every night. All they're doing is reacting to my documentary. And let's be honest, it's give or take as well. I showed up on their show, so they showed up on mine. It's not going to be, oh, now they're going to be on my streams every night for a week and not make content for themselves. That's insane. Who would even ask that? What kind of a selfish, dumbass thing would that be to ask someone, hey, could you just cancel all your work this week and make no money? I know for a fact when this comes out, there's shit that I've done over the years that, number one, no one's really talked about in a documentary. My Street Fighter years and shit, nobody knows about that. And they're going to see that and they're going to be like, wow, he was an asshole. The thing is, you're dredging up stuff that literally is so outdated, has nothing to do with who I am, and that was pre-YouTube. That was a life ago. The other part of it is going to be dredging up things about my ex, which, again, that's another past part of my life that I don't even talk about her for a good reason, because I'm past that. I'm happily married, and having to bring up stuff about my ex and stuff, and you know it's going to be a big part of the documentary, because when I was with my ex, that was a lot of reasons why a lot of people started to hate on me. They said that I changed, and instead I was making content with her, and my content was changing. They didn't like that. Keep shaking. Bouncy, bouncy. They didn't like her and her personality, right? It's a big thing. And I know that that's going to be something that we have to now go through, drag through the mud again. I don't want to drag that through the mud again, but we have to. We have to go there, right? That's part of my history. And like I said, the last several years with this stupid financial shit and bankruptcy shit and mobile game shit, I'm so exhausted with it already. But to have to go through the dirty laundry of my ex and talk about this shit about finances and shit, I've already talked about a million times, right? It's going to be incredibly stressful. It's going to be draining. I'm going to feel like a fighter who's already gone 10 rounds. And now they said, oh, by the way, time for another 10 fucking bonus rounds. Even though you got through it, the fight continues. Like, when does the fight end? When does my time to stop having to respond to this fucking toxic shit about me end? When can I just enjoy my life? Why do I have to constantly keep responding to the toxicity, negativity, and the dumb shit people say about me? Why can't I just say, hey, let's talk about today and the future? Because it's all that shit's in the past. I'm not, all that stuff, just forget it all. You know what I'm saying? But no, we've got to do it again. We're doing it again. We're going through it again. And everyone's going to want to see me react to this documentary. Everyone. It's like the biggest thing right now is that because I just did the rich one, now everyone wants to see me react to my own. It's a lot. Let me put it this way. It's a lot of pressure. Okay. And usually pressure's not a big deal for me. But in this case, it's going to be. I'm tired of being beat up. I really am. Like, I'm getting too old for it now where I don't care about it. So that's why I don't talk about it. But now I have to talk about it again. Again, the millionth fucking time. I had enough of it.
Plus, I'm gonna be playing new challenging video games in the first stream, and then I have to come get beat up on my late stream every day.
Can I be honest? I'm afraid. I now have a group of people who have newfound interest and respect for me. But what's to say? I've learned over the years that kind of stuff is very fleeting. Boom. Now the popular thing is to crap on you, right? And so I look at this as a situation where now things are going well, but in just a couple of weeks when my own documentary comes out, it could completely flip on its head again. It's going to be hard for you to not find something in the documentary that you hate about me. So there's going to be shit in there that pisses everybody off. I can't believe he did that. I never knew he did that. I'm out here. I can't watch him anymore. I'm so disgusted with this man. On the internet, everything's absolute. Everything's black and white. If you were bad once, you're bad now. It's just very frustrating because I'm having such a good time now, but I can't fully enjoy it. I'm being honest with you guys right now. I'm trying to be really open with you. I can't really fully enjoy this right now because I have this eating feeling. What's eating Gilbert Grape, right? What's eating at? I have a feeling that the end of this month, this documentary is going to come out, and a lot of the people who are like, oh, this is great, are going to be like, wow, that guy actually was a piece of shit. Now it's fun to shit on Phil again. This was the ultimate redemption story, but it's even better now because the redemption story is canceled because his documentary is so bad. Fuck that guy. Let's shit on him again. And I don't want to deal with it. I don't. Because I'll tell you right now, if that happens, all right, I'm done. I will shut myself off to the possibility of doing work with other people, and I'll just sit here and do my own content forever. Like a little hermit on a fucking island. I don't care because I've had enough of it. I really have had enough of this bullshit of everyone shitting on me. And I'm not going to even put up with it anymore. It's going to be a flat out, I don't want to hear about anyone else, about other people's content, nothing. I don't want to hear about what anyone said about me. I don't want to hear about this guy, that guy, nothing, right? Right now, it's good because everyone's saying good things about me. But it could change in 2 weeks. And if that's the case and we go back to the whole bullshit, and yeah, I know it's paranoia because people are saying in the chat, listen, not paranoia. Yes, that's actually exactly the description of it. A good description is paranoia, but it's very well justified paranoia. This has happened to me many times. Will this be time number 10 when I try to trust people, when I try to you know, open up to do new things, and then all of a sudden it just blows up in my fucking face for the millionth time? Bill's a piece of shit. Everyone crap on him, crap on his business, crap on his family, crap on everything. You know, I can't take it anymore. So that'll be it. If that's actually what happens as a result of this documentary, I'm done. I'm not quitting content. I'm just not going to be doing anything outside of just making content for me and my little core audience. That'll be it. If this is it, if it turns into the DSP shit show number 4,722, that's going to be the last shit show. Because I'm not going to give anyone else any more content. So I basically had 1 month to be happy with how things were going, and then it's right back to being the internet's whipping boy, you know? The only thing that I missed from the days with your ex were the around-the-house vlogs, reviews, cooking videos, and Christmas tree lightings. You know how much I missed that, too? I liked sharing my life with all of you. I really enjoyed that. Like, hey, look, here's some cool decorations that we have in the house, and here's something that I just do in my daily routine, you know? And I had to stop doing it because of my detractors. I wish I didn't have to stop doing it. I had to stop doing it because they were literally doing things with the information and stuff that they were finding in my house, and they were doing terrible things. They were, the one example that I give you, because it's an extreme example, but it's safe to talk about, is the time when I was filming a vlog in my home. I accidentally had left my electric bill on the countertop, and it had the full address and information of my electric company. They used that information to call my electric company, impersonate me. Basically, they socially engineered them. They impersonated me. And they had my electricity scheduled to be turned off without my permission. Didn't happen.
Am I going to apologize to Raw Phil since it wasn't him on Street Fighter 6? I don't care if it was him on Street Fighter 6. He's a piece of human filth, and he can kiss my fucking ass because he's done it 5,000 times before, and there's documented evidence he did. Whether or not that one time was him doesn't matter. You know, it's an arbitrary thing. So yeah, he can lick my ass.
So hint. So hint. So hint.